And then I had
Oh,
another moment where I
enjoyable.
was, yeah, well, like that's the thing because I was just like, I remember that when I remember looking at it, and I was just like, I think that's my third portable hard drive.
Oh yeah,
So I'm just like,
do I have one? Yeah, I have one. I have one. I need to get it to hack my Wii,
mm.
which is an awesome move, by the way.
Like I
Yeah,
know
I always
one of
kind of
them is
wished I'd
down
done that
south.
when I had the chance, but
They hacked the Wii.
yeah.
All right. Well, are we? Is it working on the thing?
Oh, let's
Uh,
go.
aha, there
Which.
we are.
Yes. All right. Hello,
I see our faces.
I'm sure many viewers. No, we have a soundboard. The other people can't hear it. Only I can hear it. So I'm gonna play stuff that I want to play that they don't have to know about until
Oh, I
maybe later.
see.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting
Yeah, I guess that
spells.
saves me the trouble of having to pretend I know what you're playing and respond accordingly. So,
Yeah. No, it's gonna be like a blind testing thing. So, welcome to maybe the first official episode of Fate Design Court podcast. We're still not there. I'm still not there. We're gonna get there soon, though. So now it's no, we're just hanging out and talking, which is really what we do every time. That's kind of the whole point. It's just for us to sit down and talk shop. I'm Mike Myler. I'm a game designer. I've been doing this for a long time. You can see me in very many places. Um, these are my compatriots. Almost. There we go. Ah.
I
Jazz
love your trick
hands.
work.
You guys should introduce yourself. I mean, okay, I can do it. Hold on, I'll do it. I got the soundboard. So this is above me, Zen Savannah Broadway. That's
Love.
I've worked with Savannah for like all of 10 years now, something like that.
It's
Long
been
ass
over
time.
10 years, I'm pretty sure.
Good lord. Okay, so one of my
Yeah.
oldest friends now too, I guess. Um,
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm by psychology, we're just sort of like stuck at this point.
yeah, that's true. Um, They are a great designer. You can see them in all kinds of stuff, including the Gate Pass Gazette, which they are the manager of. And then Akeem Favor, who we also are going to give a little soundbite to. What we got? What we got? What we got? Oh no, where's the Proto Man one? Where's Proto Man? I got Proto Man. There we go.
I have no idea what that sounds like.
You don't know the Proto Man whistle?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
To be fair, I thought you said Piranha Man,
No, Proto
and was
Man.
even
Proto
more
Man.
confused, but I
Are we
still don't
talking
know
like
what
Mega Man 8?
You don't know that?
No.
Oh
Mm-mm.
shit! So you're playing in the Mega Man games, and we're gonna get to. Okay, let's stop. Akeem's great. He's worked on many things with us on Level Up, also on the impending Complete Class Compendium, and Planes Striders Journal. A whole bunch of great work. So anyway, when you're playing Mega Man, occasionally when you're going through a stage, you'll just like land, and you won't be able to move, and then you hear this like whistle, that whistle, do 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 do, and then like evil Mega Man, Proto Man. Well, it's a little more complicated, but anyway, anti Mega Man shows up in his like red ass helmet and yellow cape, and then you got to do like a fight, and it's just like random. It's all Proto Man's dope as hell, and the whistle
Maybe
is
that sounds
iconic.
like a great intro.
It is. It is. I would argue it's better than the applause. I didn't mean it to be that way, but that's what happened.
I mean, it's better that it go to someone who understands it than, me. So.
And he's not just Mega Man 8. That's from like Mega Man. I think all the way from Mega Man 1. Is it Gutman stage? But like a long way, a long way. Um, yeah, Proto Man's great. You guys ever watch the Mega Man cartoon?
Mm-mm.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
the '90s one, right?
Yeah, because like I had to pause because I remember watching some of the episodes, but it's one of those nostalgia things of like I remember I watched them. I don't remember
Mega Man.
most of the story. Oh wait, that's the
Robot.
one that had like roll in it.
Mega Man.
Yep.
Fighting robot. Mega Man. Fighting to save the
On
world.
board?
Yeah. She always plays, and it was like a ridiculously like feminized role, and then she'd come up with an idea, and then basically Mega Man would just repeat the fucking idea, and then they would credit Mega Man for it. Like, yeah. It was
Art
very
imitates
90s.
life.
Peak 90s. Snake Man was very frequently. Yeah. No, I love that cartoon. I watched it like every year.
Guts and Cut. Those were my favorites.
Hmm.
Favorite villains, anyway.
Yeah, Cutman was good. Anyway, okay, all right. Let's.
So yeah, we have an outline and
We do.
everything.
We do have an outline. Uh, why don't you start, Dan? We were going off on Mega Man. You should have opportunity
That
to
is fair.
talk about something other than Mega
S-
Man.
I mean, why would we need anything other than Mega Man?
I could do a Mega Man podcast. I could fucking. I would. Maybe we will at some point. We'll just do like 20 episodes on Mega Man.
I mean, if I'm ever out for a week, then it sounds like y'all could absolutely hold down the fort with Mega Man podcast. So,
Oh yeah, all of my stuff would be Mega Man X.
Oh, okay.
all right. So, first off is gaming conundrum or favorite character slash game you're currently in slash character lesson or your favorite working project. Pretty sure all of us at this point could also just do a podcast on former characters.
That's true.
But in this case, I wanted to talk about the shittiest sorcerer I have ever played, who had a 12 charisma. He was Gaius Titus Felix, last of the Red Hot Swamis and descendant of emperors.
Okay.
And I intended for him to be a Schmedrick, like a play on Schmedrick from The Last Unicorn, thus the Red Hot Swamis. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll have a higher dex than I do charisma. Except it turns out I did this in college, and my college roommate and I got along great, fantastic, hardly had any arguments, blah blah blah. But we were incapable of having characters that could get along, and I'm pretty sure that's where we got all of our like irritation with each other out was just by bickering incessantly.
Mm.
And so what should have been like sort of comic relief, but ultimately like sweet and kind Schmedrick over here. Instead, we got Felix, and Felix was an asshole who was entirely bent on having everyone else do the work for him. And this was somewhat justified in that we were playing in a realistic esque setting, and he was of a noble Roman family, but his cognomen was Felix because he was very lucky in all directions. So he had like entirely lost his shorts in a gambling spree and was essentially an indentured servant to oh gosh, the name of the gravedigger in Zelda.
Oh.
Um,
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember names.
The dude
him.
walking around in the cemetery and
Yeah, and then you meet him as a ghost later.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
I keep wanting to say Combi, but I don't think that's at all
Hold on.
accurate. But anyway, he was essentially the indentured apprentice to this gravedigger.
Dompe.
Dompe, there we go. He was the apprentice gravedigger to Dompe, and when they went into their first dungeon, and Felix went along with them because he was supposed to be the one digging the hole into the dungeon for them. And ultimately, he's like, ah, yes, I'm a powerful sorcerer, even though he was in fact quite shitty at it. And he thought he proved this because, person picks up magic sword. They make a use magic device check to convince the sword that they are, the hero of time, essentially. And fails, summons skeletons. We defeat the skeletons. Someone else is like, no, let me try. And they take it and fail, summon skeleton. So Felix is finally like, out of the way, plebeians, I will take care of this. And he takes up the sword. I'm like, okay, what do I roll? And the GM's like, nothing. It ran out of charges. And I'm like, I did it. This was definitely all me. And tried to trade the magic sword to my roommate's character, the party fighter, in exchange for them buying his contract. Well, the fighter purposely misunderstood this, and because the party had decided that Felix was the chosen one, because he kept saying he was the chosen one, they're like, well, we have to take the chosen one with us on our quest, so we're just not going to let him go. So they kind of just kidnapped him, purchased him. So he
Oh
was just a
shit.
shit the whole time. And the culmination of this that I always like to reference, yes, Remy, is that we were in a dungeon. There was a skeleton on a royal throne, and the rest of the party's like, okay, so we're gonna move on and like explore some more. And Felix is like, nope, I'm tired. Heck, all of you, you can do the work. Grabs the skeleton, hucks it out of the chair, and proceeds to lounge on the throne himself, indulging thoughts of grandeur until the skeleton animated. Which, to be fair, was the most obvious trope sitting right there, but no one knows what genre they're in.
That's true.
So ultimately, the encounter proceeded with the skeleton attacking him screaming, crawling underneath the throne, and just screeching loudly until the party came and rescued him. Which took a while because they were in the middle trying to batter down a door and just kept failing their perception checks to hear him scream. Which I think, in character they might have ignored a little bit.
I love playing cowards. I think it's great.
Yep,
Uh,
it was
the
it was fantastic.
resentment people have when they're like, okay, well, I'm like half dead, so yeah, that's my turn, and they like look expectantly at me, and it's like, yeah, so I'm gonna duck back out of cover, make my attack, duck back into
Tuck
cover,
back in.
and retreat a little further. Like, yeah, you know, and then when you do something that's like courageous, it's like, whoa, wow, and you get celebrated for it. And the other people who are like courageous all the time are like, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, no, Felix's luck popped up at like the most annoying times. They kept supposedly confirming he was the chosen one. Like the party all contracted Black Plague,
Except for Felix.
and Felix was the one who scored a critical success. And what he was supposed to be doing was going out and getting medicine and finding a doctor. And instead, he took the party loot that he'd been stealing from because they made him strip all the bodies. And went out and bought himself new clothes. And like he eventually came back, with stuff probably, but he was way better dressed at the
Fancy of
time.
playing characters we
But
can't in real life. It's great.
yep, and definitely only recommend with a player group that understands to separate the player from the
Yes.
character, and that
Oh yeah.
like you'll ultimately like be okay at the end. Because otherwise, like if someone had just played that character with no setup or like above table agreement, that would have been wretched. But instead, it was Felix. So.
Getting shanked during your sleep. Like, yeah.
Exactly, possibly literally, because I shared a bedroom with one of those players.
I used to play with my housemates way back in the day. Yeah, this is a different game. It's a different vibe. It's like, God damn it, Kane. I just don't want to be around you at all. And now we're here all 8 hours. And you're, okay, all right, sure. No, what dumb thing do you say now? Yeah,
Well,
okay.
that's it for Felix, who has something else they want to talk about.
uh, yeah. Ian Sutter Magazine 4 is out. So they're all pretty good so far. Like the Protomancer is a piece to resist. It's a holy grail of game design. I'm still amazed that they did that. Um, but the latest issue is Falkenberg Times, which is an LSR, which is a campaign setting we've all contributed to. It's all about Alisund, which is like a Germanic kind of region. Let me see what we got in there. I have notes. Oh yeah, there's a Crooked Militia, the Baron's Bushwhackers, and then the Pale Moon Consortium, which are these like smugglers based out of the capital. Then there's some
Okay.
weird like city monsters, like some kind of bat goblin. Uh,
Hmm. I can dig it.
Francina made a deal with Leonardo Saw, so he's doing like all the E Insider artwork, and it's all fucking gorgeous. If you have not seen it yet, enworld.org should have the article on the front page right now. Um,
Man,
and yeah, all of his art's killer. And then
we should have Francita on sometime because she's great.
yeah, we should. Uh, it's a lot of time zones to negotiate, but we could probably manage it somehow.
Well, it's early enough in the day. She's 9 hours ahead of me,
Yeah,
so
I'm
it
6
should
ahead.
be should be hypothetically manageable.
I'm not against it. I'm down. Bring it on. And then the last bit of the the Mel Black, another level up designer, did a cool like floating ruins adventure. like a mystery. And then there's an auctioneer in the back with magic items. They're it's always pretty cool. But like, do you guys remember Onimusha from originally it was on the PS PlayStation 2 and the Xbox? Yeah, it's awesome. So it's like the same setup as Resident Evil, where you're running through static, like hand painted scenes, and your
Hmm.
characters are like actual like video game looking thing, and you fight
Right.
video game looking monsters and stuff. But it's like Resident Evil in medieval Japan, and you get this like gauntlet where you like suck up the souls of all the evil zombies and ninjas and stuff that you're killing all over this castle, and you ultimately get to use it to become like at the very end game I think it is you become this like super fucking like ogre oni samurai motherfucker. Um, but yeah, so it's kind of like that. It's a monster gauntlet, and as you kill more monsters and stuff, you suck up their souls, and when you hit a certain amount that scales with your level, you can do like a brief transformation into just like a total combat beast. And
Okay, so kind of like the oh gosh, was it killing 10,000 demons like turns you into a demon like
yes,
thing?
Oh yeah, that's popped up in a lot of games.
yeah,
Mm,
I don't know if Onimusha was first or not, but that's the one I always remember because I love that shit. It's so good. If you've never played Onimusha, strong recommend. Gen Onimusha is on the Nintendo Switch. It's remastered. I'm pretty sure on the Xbox, PlayStation stores too. Really, really solid game. Onimusha 2 also really solid. Starts to fall off a little bit at 3. Um, here they're making a new one, which I'm very
ooh.
excited about. The last one was weird. It was like half in modern day Paris, where you played as I think Samanosuke, the main character, and then half in medieval Japan, where you play as like a detective from Paris, Jean Renault. Jean Renault's like likeness and voice, and he's got like a whip sword. It went way off the rails. It was not as good
Okay.
as the first two, but the first two games are fucking killer.
But Whip Sword sounds cool though.
It sounds so
Eh,
much cooler than it is. Akeem. I was really
Oh.
excited for it, and like, yeah, no, it did. And like, it was also the first game where they went away from the static scenes, which like is a lot of the joy of the game because like they're all
Mm.
gorgeous. You could just sit there for a couple minutes every time you walk into a new room and like look at stuff. Um,
mhm.
but like, yeah, that one had like 3D rendering around it, and no good, no good, no good. But yeah, yeah, Falconberg times.
Nice.
And I don't want to talk it up too much, but we have another issue coming up. I think issue 6 is the one that I just finished all the edits for. So good,
Yeah.
so fucking good. Yes, all of it is really good. I'm a gush about it in another episode, but like I got everybody working together, and it like yeah, it's gonna be a superb. Anything for you this week, Akeem? What do you got? Like gaming conundrums or character or something you're working on?
It's a little bit of both. I was actually trying to figure out which thing to talk about. I guess I'll continue with last episode, episode 0. One of the things I mentioned was working on a Scion Chronicle based on nascent godkin, basically tackling curses in modern day mythical Las Vegas. So they finished it, like they finished like the first part of the adventure. They're now at the part where they're tearing up, which leads me to the gaming conundrum of the system that we are playing in, which is Scion, its story path. Uh, it is a very fun and flexible system. It also has a lot of layers. So the gaming conundrum that I've been currently tackling is how to kind of guide players who are brand new to the system through the step of, okay, you've gone from origin, which is basically you only need to know like 2 or 3 different like layers of rules, to okay, now you are in hero and now you have 6 more layers. um
Oh.
yeah, so it's just like explaining again, because it's a narrative system. The gaming conundrum I basically have, which I kind of tried to tackle, was the problem was, okay, how do I actually go through all of the steps to level up each individual character, as well as outline the narrative effect for each step of upgrading your character. And what I finally landed on was just like, okay, we're just going to take a break for a month and I'm going to work with each one of you individually in order for you to like figure out how to upgrade your character. So it's been interesting. It's been also kind of like a learning curve in terms of learning how people process information and like the best way to like communicate information and get them to really think on the narrative level, because half of my players are I've like they run like one of them is actually like runs the system all the time, and the other one is basically like a professional at this point, and then the other half are we're playing this because you said you'd run it.
Uh,
So it's that kind of curve, and it made me really start thinking about like, okay, like the not educational, but like the aspect of how complicated a game should be in exchange for how loose the rules are for you to make the character that you want. And then also just kind of like how do you actually communicate with individual people, like the step between part A, which is character concept, and part B, which is like fleshed out character.
uh, have you considered making your own cheat sheets?
I have them, yeah.
Okay.
And like it's less of I don't know how to do the thing.
Oh, not
It's
for you,
more
not for you.
oh.
Cheat sheets for
For
them.
the play.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know,
You
that
might
might
have
actually be helpful.
more specific directions you want to give to each of them, but like if there's like a general framework that you can just kind of splat and they are all going to have to adhere to part of it, which sounds like that's the case, then like
Hmm.
let them do that and just guide them on doing it efficiently and quickly, and then touch a base with all of them. That's a lot. I mean, that's probably cool. You're probably going to get better like story results and engagement by going individually through it with everybody. But like, yeah, cheat sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think that's a good idea because I know like it's such a the rules can be very overwhelming if you're just trying to read them with no context. Um,
Mhm.
so I think like a cheat sheet would be helpful. And then part of the fun slash like reason that I was doing individual is because the way that the game is structured, each individual character makes like their own feed that they have to complete.
Yeah.
Um, and so like it's kind of like sitting down with them and go like, okay, who is your character? What do they want to actually do? And just kind of like sitting and talking them through that. So it's like the mechanical part and the narrative part. But I do think the cheat sheet would be helpful of just like, here's a bullet point of like the things you will be using going forward.
And maybe page numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because that's
I
like
think that would help.
that's one of the big like that was one of my selling points for Hypercore 2099. It was like, yeah, Shadowrun's really cool, and you might want to run it, and your players might be interested. But like, have you looked at the size of the rulebook? Does
Mm-hmm.
everybody have time to do that? The answer is no. Everyone does not have time to do that, or at least you won't. You need to sell them on it first. So like, here's our thing where it's just like a couple extra rules. You can give them a good taste, and then you can ease them on into this other rule set. But like, yeah. I was looking at the. I'm gonna get I think the Mutants and Masterminds playtest and soak it all up. But it is like a time sink. Like I have to like plan out like okay so like it's 2 hours a day I can spend reading through this rule book and like not working or paying attention to my dogs or cooking food for my wife. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's a
And I mean, like, I think that's a good example because that it is when I thought of this process, it did remind me a lot of when I played Mutants and Masterminds. I think it was like the 3E, where I would just hit that point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to this side DC book where they outline like the different characters and figure out how, like, oh, okay, like I want my character to possibly be able to shapeshift. Where's Clayman? How did they do it in like mechanically in that?
yeah
Mhm.
yeah
Yeah, I think it cannot be overstated that there is like totally no shame in just like you said, like how did Clayman do that? Oh, well, we might tweak it a bit, but like why reinvent the wheel?
I got a
Exactly.
whole website of and that's how yeah. The website's just full of like, how do you make Scorpion from Mortal Kombat in like 5e with the Miss Akuma book? Boom.
Right.
All the Mortal
Just
Kombat
saying.
characters, all the Killer Instinct characters, like all the Street Fighters. Oh, yeah. All right. Cool. Uh, no, not that one. Hold on. No, no. I gotta actually.
I
Uh,
heard a thing.
Oh, I actually heard that.
yeah, it was the
What
Mario
what
Kart.
witchcraft did you do, Mike?
Yeah, next time I'll have the soundboard working 100% properly. I promise. Um, like everybody who's watching the episode, I think can hear it. You probably heard it through your Twitch, Zan. Maybe that's what you. Maybe open up Twitch, Keem.
Uh,
There we go.
I've got Twitch muted so I don't
Oh,
like
well,
hear
yeah,
the
no, that's a
reverb.
good point.
Yeah,
You sure you heard it? That okay? All right, no, we're gonna. Now is
I
not the
did
time.
too.
Now's not the time for technical. If you actually heard it, okay. I just said now's not the time, but like, all right, let's see.
You are a smelly
You looked at
pirate
gift horse in
hooker.
the mouth.
Did you guys
Yep.
hear that?
Oh, do it again.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
I heard something distantly. Was that like a rim shot?
No,
It,
it
like
was-
guess that noise now,
was
like the radio
Will-
program.
It was it was Will Ferrell from Anchorman.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Oh.
recognize it anyway. So
Mr.
just as
Applegate,
well.
a smelly pirate hooker. Okay, so
That was not at all a rim shot.
You know, the silliest part of this does make me think of because I didn't have like a soundboard because I was just like, oh, I didn't know Discord let you do that, and so like I was making all of the weird noises from games with my own mouth, and I was just like, oh, there was a soundboard, and they were like, oh yeah, why didn't you not tell me? This was funnier.
there is a Discord soundboard, but I don't want to pay to upgrade the server, so we
It-
only have
Whatever you have up in Discord is going over our face.
Oh no!
Oh, I
it
heard
is-
that. I heard a
It is
whoopee.
going over your faces. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Well, you guys can find the little thingy. It's the soundboard's a little on the bottom left hand of the Discord. There's a little like
Oh.
speakerphone.
Oh, where?
Yeah.
What I'm getting at is that Mike should do all of the sound effects, all natural.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we do
man.
acapella.
I would have to practice for that. I don't. I'm not saying it's not impossible, but yeah, I would need to practice.
It reminds me, what was it, Time Splitters, I think, that had specifically a cheat code. It was called mouth sounds. And whenever you would like fire your gun, it'd be like, pew.
Yeah, that sounds
Or-
like Time Splitters.
That's funny.
This is a
Yep.
solid game. Fucking really good. All right. Favorite new projects that are not ours, from which we cannot profit. I'm gonna prop up Legendary Planet for 5e. Legendary Planet is from Legendary Ventures, who I work with all the time. They make super quality products. They are often hired by the first party publishers to make stuff too. Yeah, obviously I'm all about going out into space. If you like the Plane Striders Journal, or what's the Void Runners Codex, like this is a good source book for you. And the Adventure Path is pretty tight. I've seen a lot of it, and I'm sure they've refined it over the years since when it first started for Pathfinder. I think it was their first iteration for this, but yeah, it's a good bet if you're looking for something
I did
to.
profit from the Pathfinder.
Yeah, and the artwork's all killer too. It's all
Oh, yeah, no,
quite
absolutely.
impressive. Yeah, they put together good stuff over there. I like working with Legendary. They're solid people. So yeah, that's my recommendation.
Right. Akeem, did you have anything in mind?
Nothing specific. I personally am looking forward to. I think I mentioned this on Blue Sky, but like the Mutants and Masterminds like 4E playtest.
Mhm.
And I was just like, ooh, I want to check that out. And then this is not like a new thing, but one of the game jams that I wanted to participate in, Art of Rebellion, they recommended polyhedral dice, like the polyhedral system. So like I got that book, and I'm really looking forward to like deep diving to see what that's about. Most of like my new stuff, quote unquote, air quotes, is basically me deep diving when I have the chance into systems that have come out previously and kind of getting an idea of like, ooh, what can you do in this?
It's an oldie, but Tristat DX. If you look up the Authority RPG book and get your hands on
Hmm.
that, in the back of it, best random character generator I have ever seen, hands down.
Is it like a life generation type system where it's like stages of life have different like things that you get?
No, it's mostly just a bunch of like insane tables.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do love insane tables.
I mean, I remember when I found it. I think I spent like 1 or 2 hours just being like, I wonder what I get out of this, and I'm like, oh fuck, like this could be really cool if I just like slapped it all together into a game. The rest of the tri-stack, yeah, I wasn't about, but like the character generation system in the back of Authority, is so cool. And if you're not familiar with the Authority, they're awesome. It's like the Justice League, but not so ethical.
Mm.
But and like also like the Superman analog is in like he's married to the Batman analog. Like it's awesome. The Authority is very cool. If you never read the comics, yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Oh, I can't believe. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Oh my fucking god.
Oh, now I'm flashing to Aberrant for some reason.
Yeah, I remember Aberrant. That was broken as hell.
Was that system
Oh,
or?
you could
System.
wasn't it White? Was it White Wolf? It was early White Wolf, wasn't it?
I think it was. I think it was White Wolf. Publisher names I sometimes blank on, but I do think it was like in that vein. Aberrant. Aberrant is basically kind of like another superhero system where they had like different powers and stuff that you could take on, but like you could still like file off some of like the general theming, so you could do it as kind of like a technically as like a supernatural thing. Just because I've seen people do that, but I've always wondered if that was more of a people forcing square into round hole type thing. But
It
Right.
wasn't terribly unbalanced.
yeah.
Eventually, we got a working thing of it. And we played for a while, but like the home rules that we ended up with, like 24 pages of home rules to fix it.
Oh
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Yeah, like some of the powers were. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, like that's what I was about to say. Like, there's a guy who was like, I want to be like Wolverine or whatever, and he was like very deadly. But like, my dude at one point summoned like a carp the size of a battleship and just like tore a cruiser in half. And it's like we're the same. We're the same. Like we're the same. We're supposed to be like equals in this. Like you really like yeah. Uh,
What was the tick of a carp the size of a battlefish?
Yep.
Battlefish. Battleship. Guess
That
it was a battlefish.
was a battlefish. It was just a constant. It was like a Green Lantern type character, but like yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
It was some of the powers in there just did not match up with everything else. And Mutants
Hmm.
Masterminds First Edition, it was very easy to like game it, but like they put artificial caps on where it's like, oh, here's your power level or whatever. You can't do more
Mhm.
than X plus power level amount of damage.
Hmm.
You know, like okay, fine, that works out, cool. So I'm like super strong, I can lift a building, but like the building will only do this much damage. Like, all right, I guess I'll just punch him then.
You could lift a building. It only does a specific amount of damage.
Well, I guess the most powerful character I ended up playing was shooting arrows that were doing to one target the equivalent of a nuclear bomb. It was
Oh
like,
damn.
it's like
Oh, jeez.
21 levels of damage or something each arrow. Because like I was a little bastard about it, And
You
yeah,
never.
that's what I'm saying. Like there was a level of ridiculous to it, but like it didn't get to like where you were really feeling like the Hulk until you hit like the tier 4 or tier 3.
Okay, so it was that it wasn't that the building went plink, it's that the arrow went kaboom.
Yes.
Okay. That is better. I'm more willing to accept ridiculous arrows than I am lackluster buildings.
Paper.
I just had the vision of like Superman picking up like a whole like building and smashing it down, and someone climbing out, going like, "Ha, you hit me with the window part."
You're just standing there, and all of a sudden they pop out through the window.
Well, that was the cool thing. Like you could make it so your guy could lift up that building and hit somebody at like a tier 1 or tier 2 if like you really wormed your way to it. But like it wouldn't matter because like you're still doing as much damage as like Iron Fist knockoff over there, you know. So like just make the character that you want, not and like you build up to it. I don't know. There's a lot of the changes they made in Second Edition Mastermind. I was like, So I'm trepidatious about 4, but
Fingers crossed that
optimistic.
it's what you hope it to be. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, do you have a thing you
So
want to
what?
prop? Yeah. What's up? What you got?
Yeah. What I've been looking at, and I will pop that in the chat as well.
I like what you
Is
got.
a party game. Let me double check what it is called. Dungeon Tryouts.
Dungeon tryouts.
And it's a card game that's kind of like improv slash apples to apples vibe. Let's see. One player draws a quest. Their example is awakening a slumbering entity that keeps hitting the 100-year snooze alarm. And then all the rest of the players draw a adventurer card. And of course, they're all like wacky. Like their examples are a dwarf who was born in a mosh pit, a unicorn who loves breaking kneecaps, and a rogue whose disguises all involve fake mustaches and bad accents.
Oh, I have a Molotov
So
cocktail wizard.
right, and
Yeah.
so basically, it's that the quest giver, basically conducts an interview with each player, and see who can make the best argument for why they should get hired to do the adventure.
Oh, and they have Sarah Anderson in here. Okay. Cyanide Happiness Guy, John Kavalik.
I think I like the unicorn the most.
The unicorn's pretty great. I have a soft spot for the penguin with the heart of a champion but the body of a flightless bird. Which I'm just saying, like, when you trigger the fight or flight instincts of a flightless bird, you only have one option.
Oh, and
I just. Oh, go ahead.
there's a Dungeons and Doofuses expansion. There's a Not Safe for Work expansion.
Unsurprised.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, I'm done.
No, it's just like the penguin one. It's funny because just like sometimes for some of these, like they seem so wacky, but then I can think of like random examples. I immediately thought of the Heart of a Hero. Like there is like a Disgaea spin-off where it's like a Prinny,
Oh
where
yeah,
can I really be a hero?
yeah. They're so
And it's just like the cute Prinny with like the little scarf wrapped on him, and I think he has like a little sword.
Well,
Um,
I think it would be fun to like essentially take the adventurer deck and be like, okay, we're doing a one shot. Everybody draw your character and then like make that character.
mm, oh, that would be so fun. I will say, like, it's. I now picture like there would be like an appeal to having like a campaign where it's just basically like how you all wanted to make your lethal joke characters. We're doing it.
Oh, have you guys not done that yet? The Who the fuck is my D&D
No,
character?
Mm-mm.
no.
Oh, everybody, we're pause. Hit the pause button. Who the fuck is my D&D character.com? That is
Oh.
the URL. Who the fuck is my DND character.com? I got a
All
brave
right.
human fighter from a bustling city who hates music. That sounds fucking terrible. Let's see what else I got. Cool-headed gnome warlock from a town of outlaws who has a bad gambling problem. Considered
That's a
dragonborn rogue from the Feywilds who wants everyone to like them. Like, yeah, no, I mean, this is. I can't believe you didn't run into this. Yeah, this is great, man.
no,
Yeah.
not at all.
Respectful dwarf.
Quick-tempered half-orc monk from the tundra who likes to settle arguments with headbutting contests.
Okay, now I have to go look. Let's see
All
here.
right, gonna pop this in the Twitch too.
Absent-minded without the hyphen. Gnome bard from the long abandoned mines who ran afoul of the goblin mob. Was he once driven by a magical force field who aims to learn every language in the land? Oh, he's improved this. This isn't as ribald as it used to be. Enthusiastic half-orc druid from the gladiator arena who killed their brother in a duel over their inheritance. That's actually not. That's no. Oh.
It was apparently built with the what the fuck engine, which I can appreciate.
It used to be
Oh,
much,
this is very nice.
much more
Wackier.
Yeah. It's not. This isn't to say this isn't an improvement, but like, yeah, it's not what I thought it was. Like,
I am a pensive half-orc fighter from a silk and spices trade galley who believes they have a claim to the throne. Oh yeah, mine's good.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, these are actually good now, not just funny.
I will say, like, I think the goofiest character I've made was, um, because I was trying to do like a healer protective character, but make them spicy. And it was basically, yes, my character is a very protective plant grandpa from like this colony taken over by like this giant plant that makes everyone a lot more docile. We started off as a penal colony. What, what did Grandpa do to get sent there? We don't need to talk about that. You should come to paradise. That's what we named it. Like, it was on Fabula Ultima, and like we did like the whole system of like everybody contributes to stuff, and I was just like, yeah, I want a prison colony that is like a paradise, but it's also like where people's brains get kind of scrambled a little bit, and I want to be Grandpa from that. Why? That's one of like
Not
I think that was like the person who was like running the game who was like, why?
It's a pretty weird one.
Yeah. Favorite character though. It was just like always he was always helping people and trying to get like random people to go to paradise, but everybody knew what paradise was, so it's basically like come to this prison penal colony where we'll like warp your mind, but it is paradise. There's no pollution. The air is pretty.
amazing.
Alright, let's see. What we doing?
Right.
Okay.
And
Well,
looks like we have
there is
lots
news this
of
year,
more
yeah.
news than we had last time. I
uh,
looked.
yes, we do. So, there's a new Twilight Sword RPG, which is looking like it's a Zelda
Ooh.
clone or a Ghibli clone. I don't know. I thought it was a Zelda clone when I saw it because it's got Twilight Sword. The lady on the cover is like, I have a Zelda clone, and I was just like, oh yeah, I know that. But there's some people on Blue Sky who got a little upset because of the number of Ghibli-inspired games that have come out, and most of them skip over like the metaphors that are like central to all of Miyazaki's films, which is fair because they're right. I know Miss Fukuma, we're not Ghibli inspired, but like we definitely are not. It's not a happy fucking place. And the
Though I mean, Ghibli does explore a lot of like the horrors of war,
yeah.
and well, Mist of Kuma does not back up from gunboat diplomacy horrors.
No, no, the horrors of war are constant, and like I don't know if they're doing that in Break. That was not my impression. And yeah, I don't know. There have been a number of Ghibli clones, but they all just look like happy. I think somebody put it really well. They called it like anime cottage core. And I was like,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
so
and like, has anybody ever seen Nausicaa?
say what?
I'm just if they're trying to make it happy anime cottage core, like Nausicaa was not happy cottage
Oh,
core.
Nausicaa,
Like
yeah.
Halfsies Castle, like there was like talk of war in the book. There was so much war in the movie.
Yeah, I can't think of one where. I guess Spirited Away didn't have war in it.
Spirit.
I mean, it did
Uh,
have war, but I wouldn't call it happy cottage
No,
core.
no, it wasn't Happy Cottage. There was and
Totoro, maybe?
and
we're talking about Ghibli films that were like dark, right?
I'm trying to think
Yes,
of
which
ones that
is
weren't.
Oh,
yeah.
that weren't.
Yeah,
Didn't
like
he also do Grave of the Fireflies,
Grave of
where it was
Firefly is
like,
very sad.
That is very sad.
Yeah.
yeah, not.
No, there was one. What's the one about the haunted house in the woods? That wasn't so bad.
I don't have a memory of that, but
That might not have been
I'm
Ghibli. That might
hardly
have
an
just been
expert on
Miyazaki.
Ghibli.
But anyway, yeah. So we got like 13 minutes. You gotta go to your door. What else? Also,
Oh, I have to go at 11, so we're fine.
Oh.
Or 11 my time, so we have almost 40 minutes.
Oh, never mind. All right, cool. Does anybody else want to say anything about Free League and Twilight Sword RPG or this topic? Now I feel rude. I've artificially curtailed the conversation. Okay. In related news, D&D is releasing a campaign inspired on Japanese stuff called Oni's Right Hand. Did you guys look at that at all? I saw it and then immediately went back to work.
Yeah, I hadn't seen of it until here.
Yeah. Characters
Oni's
from okay, so it's in Forgotten Realms, but it's got 5 characters from Karatur, which is like the East Asian themed continent in Forgotten Realms, east of Faerun.
Let me take a look.
set in Phandalin. It's the same thing as Mines of Phandelver, right? 5 original Japanese characters.
Oh, let's see.
Okay, so it looks like their team is not all white people, so 10 out of 10.
Yes.
This artwork looks pretty cool too.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I'm messing
Yeah.
around with it.
Ooh, digging the stag in the background there, damn.
Oh yeah, I see that one. That's actually pretty cool. I love when people actually put like a lot of effort into making really good like artwork that's also like promo artwork, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that is dope.
If it doubles as a wallpaper, I like it.
And the video announcement was on LinkedIn. Oh!
Wait, they announced it on LinkedIn?
Yeah, I just
Is
caught that.
LinkedIn anymore
Thank you for
because
mentioning that twice, Morris. Holy shit, I would not have seen that. Oh, fuck.
That's hilarious. You know, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
I just don't even know what to do with LinkedIn anymore. One
I
second, parrot potty training.
had to make an account
Dad.
to apply for a gig I wanted, and I already. It took me so long to extricate from LinkedIn last time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's just become a like I don't know. I've seen some like essentially social media posts on LinkedIn
yeah,
that are just weird.
it's like a bunch of weird CEOs jacking off on social media. Like it's really weird.
For the most
Yeah,
part,
Yeah,
yeah.
not
the
my thing.
term that Mike is trying to use is called circle jerk. But which is basically when people are just kind of like massaging their own egos in a confined space. But
In this context, yes, that is what it would be a different
yeah,
kind of social
LinkedIn.
media website. If that's what LinkedIn was doing.
Um, look, it's weird how much some stuff has become like mainstream commentary when it comes to phrasing and stuff. I will say one of the biggest curveballs for like trying to do LinkedIn as a creative is like, I don't know how much to post because like, do people who employ me want to see that I'm creative?
I, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure I'm never gonna have an office job, so I can probably just get rid of LinkedIn. But, uh, I do you so like, do you think how many people do you think are compelled by their company to have a thing on LinkedIn? Not just like to get the
Maybe
job, but to like keep it and maintain it.
I have no idea. I have also never had an office job. I couldn't say. I
I've
would probably
heard
say too many.
I've heard some people like get pressed to do it, but I've never actually met someone in person who was pressed to do it. And from what I understand, it's basically like, oh, like make a LinkedIn and like promo our like organization sketchy, or more along the lines of like show that you are professional and have a LinkedIn because people need quote unquote a way to look you up and see more about you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
But they're like, just as
however,
long
I
as you have the
guess
profile, you don't have to post once a week or whatever.
yeah, like
Yeah.
most people don't really post much unless it's like to promote a specific thing that they're attending. Like, oh, Zan is going to be a part of X event, and so Zan is putting up like posts about come join me on X thing.
Hmm.
Not to like, you know what? I forgot. Normally, I just go with the Bobby
Probably.
instead of like actual people when I use my examples.
It's fine.
Take it, Bobby.
That's hilarious.
Um.
They're like, we got to tell people about this new thing on LinkedIn.
Hmm.
It's just where I would go for updates on anything.
Yeah, no. I, I don't even. Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing they're
Anywho.
doing, the book of Asterion's Book of Hungers was a Baldur's Gate 3 tie-in for like the most popular character. We'll have like Dampier stuff in it and other species, which is cool. That's not why I'm
Ooh.
bringing it up. I'm bringing it up because the only way to access it is digitally in a $160 bundle.
That and there's no like
It's 3 digits,
like
y'all.
Humble Bundle does like a tiering,
160.
like pay X if you want to get 5 of them, pay Y
Oh,
if
I
you
don't
want
know.
to
I
get
mean, as
like
soon as I
10.
saw 160, I stopped paying attention because, like, you know.
There's a price point break.
But no, I think it
No.
did mention you have to get the whole ultimate bundle. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times that's how it is. I just wish more places would do it like the Humble Bundle.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. What a
I
wild
think it's also
160 bucks.
yeah, because I it's weird because I actually did have this same conversation about like video game stuff, and I just said like, especially for digital, like there is a price point break where it's just like, I don't know how much I would pay for X thing over a certain amount if I don't even technically own it, if it's all digital.
I'm wondering what the most I've ever paid for purely digital. So, like, are we including like artwork? Will we include artwork in that? Because it is just a
I'd
file.
say
No.
not artwork, and definitely not anything that wasn't purchased professionally.
Well, video
Yeah.
games are artwork, aren't they? Okay. Oh, we're knocking out professional. Okay, that's a good one. Okay. So non-professionally, most of it. Because I paid some fucking money for some of this art I have. Like it's not cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Um, digital. Most money I've spent on something purely digital. I think it was the $70 I spent on Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think that's
Mm.
the top for me so far. I don't think I paid more than that for any non-work related. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think $80. I top out. I top at $80. What about you guys?
Probably something similar.
Purely digital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I remember I got the Breath of the Wild like season pass or whatever bundled with War of Calamity,
That's
and
probably
that
fair.
was pushing that amount. But yeah, no.
I do get season passes, but I usually get them. I wait till they're discounted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think. Ironically, I think I've spent more on getting OC character art than I have on like an actual game. And really, the only reason I spent that much was because I got multiple things done at once, so it all told together. But that artist is really, really good. But when it comes to like games, I think I've always tapped out. Like if it's, I think the most I've spent is for Baldur's Gate 3. And the only reason I did that is because it would allow me to play with friends of mine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But like a now, like there's like a whole chain of like I don't know exact wording for it. I think it's called like friend core or group core, or it's basically like the stream of games that you play with friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and those have normally been priced really well, like to the point that I think one new thing I saw was basically like one person has a license and everybody else can still play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's like new, but it was the first time I'd heard of it for like an upcoming game, and I was like, oh, that might be like quote unquote like one of the new ways of like doing those types of games. So
They started incorporating that into consoles. Switch 2 does that now. It's called Game Share, I think.
hmm,
Yeah.
I like it.
It makes me think of Jackbox.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it functions
I
a lot
mean,
like
obviously
Jackbox.
those are far simpler games, but the one person owns it and everybody joins in with a code or whatever.
Hmm.
No, it's a good. It's one of the few good things happening. Fucking gaming trends.
Right, when you're not dealing with you don't own your games, you only rent them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
Bullshit.
let me see. When my dad finally passes away, my goal is to keep the cell phone plan because we got the
Hmm.
same legal name almost. Like I'm the second. So as long as I can
Oh,
just
no one noticed.
right. I mean, like he's had that plan since like 1998. It's so cheap.
Hmm.
I just give him like 20, no, like $100 a year, and that's like unlimited data and everything.
Oh damn.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, we need to
Yeah.
keep this cell phone plan.
Right, absolutely. That's amazing. It reminds me of I went to a like goth haunted house bar down in Portland. It's called Raven's Manor. So if
That sounds
anybody's in the
awesome.
area, definitely go Raven's Manor. But I went to the Elixir experience, which involves an escape room, and then you go down to the lab and make like funky cocktails with, heart of a witch and dried
Meat's
scabs
blood and
and
all
all
that.
that.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah. But anyway, we got there and there was a couple there for their anniversary, and the person who was doing intake was like, "Okay, so I have Nicholas Johnson on both of these forms. Who's who?" And they're like, "It's both of us." And she's like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, no, we're both named Nicholas. We got married. Like, we're both Nicholas Johnson or whoever." And it was kind of funny because they were arguing over who was going to sign the check. And one of them was like, "It literally doesn't matter. We have the same name," which is just opens up
It's
so many
funny.
possibilities.
That's an interesting level of narcissism.
Yeah, yeah, I don't even know.
Oh man, probably an easier time for
So
me
that's
than.
hilarious. I like the more I think about this, the more I just go like, that's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, like how do you even like refer to each other, or like do
Well,
you?
you don't refer to
I don't know.
yourself in the third person. It's just how does anyone
Well,
Mm.
else refer to
no,
the
but
two of you? It's like, yeah, like
it just if I referred to someone by what I felt was my name, it would just feel weird.
agreed. Well, you've got kind of a
Like,
unique name. How many Savannahs have you even met?
I have met one in person, and they were a hotel concierge, so we did not interact very much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Like,
And we definitely didn't have the same last name,
check it out.
which
Here's a little piece of paper. I'm throwing
mm,
it. I probably hit somebody named Mike.
Oh yeah.
fair.
Okay, all
I
right.
just thought that if I'd been born AMAB, I would have been a Levi, and there were already 3 Levis in my class, so that would have
I
been
know
so many
Levi. Like
Levis
that's yeah, it's a tough one. I
in a
wouldn't want
class
to
of
be named
20.
Levi. All right. uh, next up in the news is the tariffs, which are
Well,
finally in effect now.
eh,
They don't affect us yet, I don't think, because we make books and sell books,
right.
and books are not part of the tariffs. But anybody who's buying board games is almost certainly affected. Get pretty much all that manufacturing is done in China.
Mm.
Although, didn't they do an exclusion? Didn't they just pass another 90-day fucking wait around?
I don't even know. I can't keep track
It
of what
I
happened
they're
think
after
they
the
doing.
de minimis exemption ended. Like it happened like day 20,
yeah.
I thought. Yeah.
I think there's like another day exclusion, and I think like the part for the tariffs was that a lot of people get for some reason sometimes it's cheaper to print things in China and get it shipped than it is for people to actually get them printed in the United States.
Not just printed, but
Uh,
printed and like prepared for like so like the organizing and stuff
oh, for
too, right?
distribution.
Like you're not getting
Yeah.
boxes of all your minis, you're getting boxes of your game prepared with all the different kinds of
Hmm.
minis and the fucking yeah. It's not just bulk material processing and then they no. There's
Yeah.
organization that happens.
Yeah, and I think it was that if I remember correctly, there was one article they were saying that what was hitting was the fact that they got all of their same thing with like people who were like, I make custom dice because like I've seen those and they're beautiful, but they were just saying like a lot of the stuff that they use to make said product comes from other countries. So it's basically it's not that the product itself is going up; it's all of the stuff that I need to make the final product is going up.
Like the polymer and
Yeah.
resin that they usually get in a vat that's got a bunch of Chinese on it.
Hmm.
10 times cheap as getting it local. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
And molds and all that jazz, I'm sure.
Hmm.
Well, good luck, all the rest of you dudes who have been taking the lion's share of profits forever. Have fun with that. We're gonna keep making
I wonder,
books.
I wonder if it's going to affect how people like, because you mentioned like with things that contain non-book items. Will people start adding books to things just to like get exemptions? Like, what? I need to know what
Oh,
kind of books will result from this because I can't imagine they'd be.
oh shit! I don't know what the terms of the book exemption are. Let me see.
And it was weird because I vaguely remember at one point they were trying to say that like some books that were RP because they were labeled as games versus books for certain things.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, loopholes.
Yeah, which means that like if it's not a book, then it's a game, and then if it's a game, then yes, it's a tariff, and it's honestly, like the whole thing is just a mess. Like on top of what people normally have to deal with, now it's like, okay, now I get to like deep dive into international trade rules.
Right? That's what everyone has so much time
Informational
for.
materials are exempt. My oldest friend Dylan's dad is a maritime lawyer.
Mm.
Most unhappy person I've ever met in my entire life, which is it's an accomplishment, folks. It is an accomplishment.
Is correlation or causation? Like, is he miserable because he's a maritime lawyer, or
Oh, no. I mean, I'm sure that doesn't help. I think he's just a miserable person, and
it
now he just
happens?
has money, so sometimes he is less miserable. But yeah, no.
I could honestly see it just from like the random stuff about that I know about maritime law. It is so complex and convoluted. It's just like, oh yeah, my ship is like technically property of this country, but like I use this other company in this other country to like actually use the ship. So okay, well that company folded. Who's supposed to get off the ship then? Like it's just out at sea. Mm-mm.
There are tariffs on books except for accepted Bibles and other religious books, and the spend tariffs on children's picture drawing and coloring books. So no, there's a 7.5 on books, but I think it stops there. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, it doesn't say what when it changes from a book into a board game or vice versa.
Mhm.
Sounds like it's time to have the Holy Bible of TTRPG.
you know, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
As soon as he was like, wait, and I was like, he's super serial now.
Well, I mean, I am often very preoccupied with. It's a death cult. It's a death. They're a bunch of people who worship a death. They roll around with like murder symbols on their fucking necks or tattooed on them or whatever. They do like they eat the flesh of a god that is both dead and alive, and they drink blood. They do fucking transmutation to drink blood. It's insane. It's insane. So like
I'm sorry. I had that point where I was just like, are we talking about real life or like
I
a
thought
faction in a game? And I just go like, oh, I guess that's the point.
that's what I'm okay. So I'm a yeah. No, that gave me an idea.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe I will make the Bible TTRPG and it will be exempt from these tariffs. Do we have any other RPG news on which to comment? No, let's see what this one is. It's a cool Mega
I
Man
actually,
song. Yeah, you got that one?
I heard that. You know what? I wonder if I just hear it through your
I think you're
computer
just
and
hearing.
I hear you.
Yeah. I think you're just hearing the mic from my
I wonder if
microphone.
it's a pitch thing because I hear like more of the video game noises,
Maybe.
Hmm.
but like definitely not like the people talking noises.
Next time I will have a virtual audio cable hooked up and it will work as intended. I promise. I'm gonna fix it. But other media of interest. You've been playing Fennec still?
Yes. There is, if folks haven't played it, Phoenix has so much DLC. I am so mad. They apparently had a game that they were going to roll out that was based on the Polynesian pantheon. And they had like a workable demo and everything, but then they're like, you know what? We're not sure. Let's make some more Assassin's Creed just to be safe.
That's
And
fucking
I'm
lame.
so mad about it. I played Myths of the Eastern Realms, which like no,
Told you,
not
short
to
as hell, right?
it's short and it feels empty. Like where there were two mounts in the entire game, there was one random special boss. Like I got two different kinds of wing like visuals. Like what
Yeah,
is even
I
going
know.
on here?
I know.
But the acting was ultimately very fun. The story was a little disappointing, but you know, it's fine. Basically, it was an outline of a good game.
That's a good way of putting
Um,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and also now I'm playing The Lost Gods, which like I'm just saying,
Fixed
if you have a
camera
game,
position, right?
oh, the camera is awful. Oh, I have so many things to yell about. Basically, they went, "Hey, you know this game that you liked and that we made DLC for, and we made you like make the main character and everything. Let's not let you play as the main character." So instead, they're like, oh yeah, Phoenix, has to like send someone to go do stuff in her stead. And I will at least say they had a pun. The main character's name in that DLC is Ash, and they specifically have a pun that is Ash rising from the Phoenix. Doesn't that seem backwards? And the whole game is backwards from Phoenix. Like, basically you learn essentially how powerful the game made Phoenix, because like in the base game you could swim, you could jump out of water, you could climb, you could like do you had potions, you could just eat ingredients and heal yourself. You could save wherever you wanted. And no, in the Lost Gods, they're like, you need a fig to save your game, and you can only do it at an altar. And I'm like, I don't care how popular or how common figs are. I don't want to spend a resource to save a game. This isn't Resident Evil.
It felt like a handheld game, right?
Yeah, basically they went, Hades did good. How about we make Hades? But
Oh
like
God, no. Yeah.
in Phoenix, the view is the same. It's more of a brawler type. Like instead of just getting powers. Yeah, the one thing I will give them, I headcanon the overhead view is because you're looking from Phoenix's point of view through the scrying mirror.
Sure, sure.
That's how you're seeing him.
Okay.
But it's still awful, and I hate it, and the graphics aren't as good, and it's not animated. And like, if I didn't like all these characters so much, I would not be playing it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna bother with that one. I played through a little bit of it, and then I was like, oh, this isn't the same
Owlfina was
game.
pretty great. I was willing to stick around a little bit for Owlfina. But like, there's not like the commentary on the myths nearly as much, and like, I don't know, like I played Phoenix because Prometheus and Zeus were bitching at each other,
Yeah, it's just two catty old
and I
men.
don't have that, and I'm sad. So, meh.
That was the best part of the original game. It's like, yeah.
Hands down. But yeah, no. So, I absolutely recommend Phoenix. The DLC I think is ultimately worth it if you catch it on sale, but like.
And there's free DLC too, part of it that just extends the main game.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
I bought it all as a bundle, so I have no idea where one begins and one ends.
Did you guys see the Superman movie yet? The new one.
No.
No.
It's pretty good. It was pretty good. I think Crypto had a lot of reason for why it was good. The dog, Super Dog, you know.
I mean, I feel like Crypto makes most things better.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have liked the movie were it not for Crypto. I'm not gonna lie. They were pretty good with it. They knew what they were doing and they pulled right on the right chord. So yeah, not the worst Superman movie to come out. And then I watched the Fantastic Four, which I don't know where to rank it.
That deep pause.
Like, yeah, it's better than the '94 Fantastic Four that was not made for distribution.
Oh, well, if that's all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the Thing didn't feel like the Thing. Human Torch didn't feel like the Human Torch. Pedro did good. The lady who played Invisible Woman did pretty good, I guess. Yeah, dude. Just, fucking, I don't know what people, why it was so I don't know what the fuck. What the fuck is it?
I don't know why people keep insisting on making Fantastic Four movies.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know why they're doing this thing again. Like, we saw Galactus already. We did this, guys.
Yeah.
Like, there's other shit. Like, take them into the Negaverse. You know? Like, if it's the Fantastic Four, go on fantastic fucking voyages. Like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of that, just a tiny bit of that, and that should have been the movie. It's like, we're going to the microverse. Or, like, instead of having the Mole Man be a fucking, like, ancillary character that's, like, for a joke, like, have that be the fucking thing. Like, have the Panama building go down. And, like, let's do this for an hour, you know? But, like, not what happened. So, yeah, I don't know why it's popping off. I don't recommend it. Go see Superman, which I never thought I would recommend going to see.
That
Superman.
particular sentence.
I mean, I just fucking hate Superman, but it was better than Fantastic Four, which I love, which is great. Yeah.
I'm sorry for your pain.
Thank you.
I will say, like, I have gone into the K-pop Demon Hunters. I know
Oh
I'm late on the
yeah, how is it?
train.
Is it good? Is it really? Is it living
Oh,
up to
I
the
it's
hype?
so good.
Yeah.
It's
It's so
really
good.
good. Like it's a very interesting movie. I enjoyed it. I unfortunately keep playing the same soundtrack, like certain songs over and over
I
on
don't
my
see why that's
Spotify.
unfortunate. Like that
Yeah.
sounds. It hit like number or golden hit like number one on some metric that I forget. Like clearly you are not alone.
Well, it's also been kind of fun, is we're talking about media, like how much it's kind of like infiltrated like day to day stuff. Like I remember I saw a video of a newscaster, not newscaster, a meteorologist who apparently had been like sliding in lines from like one of the songs. I think it was from
So good.
from "I'll Be Your Idol."
Uh-huh.
In like
Uh-huh.
various different like times. So it was just like one day he would say the first line, another day he'd say the second line, and then like they put them all back to back in clips, and I was just
That's
like, oh, that's
so
so
good.
cute.
Yeah.
Uh,
Meteorologists
One of my
so
always take
partners
advantage of that
was
because they don't have scripts. Like they've just got
yeah,
like bullet
oh
lines
yeah,
they gotta hit. They're not like reading directly
right.
from the teleprompter. So like, hey
mm-hmm,
man, what's up? I'm gonna talk about my dog for a second. It's gonna be 74 degrees. You know, like that's cool.
Underrated performance, clearly. But yeah, my one of my partners was talking about the camera angles in K-pop Demon Hunters and like how the movie itself is of course a critique of the idol like industry and blah blah
mm-hmm,
blah and how it really makes a point of like often in animation whenever there's a heroic character, of course we're looking up at them, and of course when there's a villain we're more often looking down, but most of the time unless they are like actively doing a thing, we're looking straight on at Huntrix,
mm-hmm,
because apparently part of their goal was to humanize idols because people like see them as a brand, and frankly it's killing people like having
mm-hmm,
to be that person. Because like there was some like actual facts idol who was seen coming out of like her boyfriend's house or something, and fans
mm-hmm,
flipped the fuck out so bad that she like shaved her head and issued a public apology and got demoted to like the B squad of her group, and like it's a whole fucking thing. And instead, this whole movie's like, look at these people who happen to be idols.
mm-hmm.
So that's
Like
someone needs to pitch me an archetype for a Huntrix style character. I'm just saying.
I will say, like that was one of the big things that I thought was interesting about K-pop Demon Hunters because I got like like a short like dive into like the K-pop culture. Like I knew about it, but I wasn't very I didn't know a lot about it. And so basically
Right.
like the people that I know, they were just like, "Oh, let me tell you some stuff." So that same story that you mentioned, that was one of them. And then what was the other one? The fact that uh they kind of control like what they eat and like their exercise routine and all that stuff. So
Uh
then like
huh.
it made so much sense about like when they finally got food, she was just like and I was just like, I'm just like that for food in general. I know that there's a reason.
Right.
Um
Well, and like they would be so unorthodox, like if they were an actual group, because like Rumi getting her own like, because she would have to do her own wardrobe if she's hiding, the marks and
mhm,
everything. So I like to think that they just really love food
mhm.
and that they too always pay
Uh,
attention. This is
but
mostly
yeah,
optimism, but
Check out K-pop.
yeah,
I've been meaning to look at that one because, like, yeah,
yeah, no,
yeah.
absolutely.
I liked it also just because it also pulls from like uh mythology and like folklore and stuff. So and then what's the other thing? I was for the third, fourth time in a row, I've like started downloading what's it call it? That Skyrim type games again. Obviously
Hmm.
Skyrim, but then I was like, oh, that's right, I own Oblivion.
Well, and
Um,
Oblivion just got a remaster this year, didn't it? Last year?
it
oh
did. Yeah.
yeah, I just really like those games because it's very freeform. And you play however you want to play, even though like sometimes I end up playing the same character type by like 12 hours in. They're like, I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna be an orc, and I'm gonna be like in all the armor, and I'm gonna have a shield, and I'm gonna smashy smash, and then later it's just like, oh, I'm
Are
30
you a
levels into
stealth
alchemy.
archer?
Yeah. Well, and like, yes. Yes, I
It's
am.
clearly the superior build. I'm not knocking you.
Yeah. That and like I would always f up my games because I would go way too far into alchemy because I was like, oh, I want to buy stuff, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, here, face this dragon. I don't have any of the stuff to go with the fact that I have like way too much inside of alchemy.
I am 20th level NPC, not the
Yeah.
Dragon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
I don't know. I remember Oblivion. I ended up playing through it, but like, I just summoned stuff and shot it with arrows. Yeah, because like I was like the combat's not cool enough. Skyrim they fixed it. Skyrim, remember, I was like, oh yeah, no, you can get in there and swing sword and it's a good time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And there are those
And
cool
then
mods now, man.
yeah, I Nexus, that used to
Nexus
be like my
mods.
go-to, and I had way Nexus mods. I used to have way too many, like to the point that like I was downloading some of them just to see like what they did. It was like one that I was just like, oh, there's one for pretty hair. What the heck does that mean? Let's do it. Oh, the hair did turn. Why do I have this?
My favorite was replacing dragons with Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, I saw the video for that.
Yeah, where it's like in the distance where there's supposed to be a roar, you just hear this choo choo, and then it just gets closer, and all of a sudden here comes the train, breathing fire. It's wonderful. I love it.
Oh
Or
yeah.
giving the mud crabs top hats.
Hands
Oh,
for
that's cute.
trees.
What's that?
Hands for trees.
Ooh, that's
Hands for
creepy.
Hands for
trees.
trees. All the
I
trees
don't like
are
that.
replaced by hands. Oh,
I don't like that. That's terrible.
it's a vibe.
It's something, yeah. All right, we got about 10 minutes.
Yes.
What do we want to talk about design wise for 10 minutes, or do we want to go back to hands on trees because I guess that exists.
I mean, you just talk about mods. There are some really good ones out there.
Yeah, I find just from like because I also do a lot of like video game stuff. Like I love digesting weird mods that people make. Some of them are really in depth. I think the last one I saw that I haven't actually been able to click on was it was a mod for Fear and Hunger that allows you to play as one of the antagonist characters. But I always think like people who are like video game designers who are supportive of mods have a more vibrant and active community that kind of
Oh yeah.
keeps their game alive. I think. Like I
Yeah,
feel
like
like
we
it.
were talking about Baldur's Gate 3, like
Hmm.
their mod community's been wild.
Have they
Yeah,
started
like
doing quest mods in Baldur's Gate 3 yet?
I mean I don't play, so I don't know.
I haven't seen any. I do remember seeing like the big list of like people made like sea elves and like
They definitely have
kobolds.
a level 20 mod now.
Hmm.
So
Ooh,
I suspect there's like new combats and stuff. But no, my computer can't handle Baldur's Gate 3, and I don't have a console that will run it, and I don't want to shell out for a Steam Deck.
oh shit, yeah, they got custom campaigns now. Fuck.
My computer barely runs it, and like it's a running joke with my friends of just like your computer does Baldur's. Yes. Okay, because like it sounds like you froze. Okay, it can do it for like an hour and then it taps out.
It can. It just doesn't like it.
Yeah, I've had a. Shit, I'm gonna have to go get the quest mods because I was waiting for that. I was gonna say the last mod I really enjoyed was I think it's like called Fallout Portland or Fallout New Frontier or something like that.
Oh.
It's for Fallout New Vegas and it introduces like fucking motorcycles and cars, like working
Right.
motorcycles and cars.
Right. Nice. But yeah, no, my relationship with Baldur's Gate 3 is that I watch a lot of really dumb challenge runs.
The Frontier, Fallout New Vegas, the Frontier. That's what it's called. Yeah, that shit was dope.
And I think like there was a fan thing for Morrowind,
Morrow.
but I don't know whether yeah, like someone did like a well, not someone, but like there was a whole team of people who did like a um revamp of like Morrowind, but like in modern graphics and stuff. I'm
Okay,
trying
yeah,
to
I was gonna
remember.
say that came out when I was in like that's
Oh yeah,
quite
yeah,
an old
yeah.
game, man.
Oh yeah. But like someone like like the group actually went through and started making a revamp of it, like including all of like the design, like not designs, but like
Character models and stuff. Yeah, no, I got you.
thank you. Yeah.
I mean, they probably just did texture layering to fix it up. I can't imagine they did every individual object, and like that would be the work of
I
years.
Yeah, well that's the thing. Like for a lot of these projects, like they are very long projects because I'm trying to remember which one it was. But like some like the group had been working on it for years, and then it was like something where they basically pulled back. The company basically pulled back their approval of like the
Oh, so it was
remake.
like
And
no.
well, I don't know. I don't remember which game it was specifically. I don't know if it was Morrowind, but like I do remember like there's a whole rich topic layer of people who make kind of like revamped projects of new graphics of old games and like okay like do we get permission? Okay, I've gotten permission, like does the permission last in perpetuity, like that sort of random stuff. So
Well, yeah, one time I
you
talked
know
to
what,
the Freedom Force guy. He actually got back to me, and he was like, "No, man, we put it all to bed." If you're unfamiliar with Freedom Force, it was like a Windows 98. I think was when Freedom Force the first one came out, like real fucking early, and it's just like superhero games, like 4 color, you know. But
mm-hmm.
it's cool. It's a fun little RTS, and like the fan community, I, basically like every issue of Marvel or DC Comics before the year 2005 is available as like a mod to play through in Freedom Force 2.
I'll
Yeah, no, it was a phenomenal superhero game. You can make pretty much anything. It was really cool. I would love to see a new one, but I don't know. City of Heroes kind of owns the space.
Oh wait, was that City of Heroes like the one you can also play? Wait, is that the one where
City
it's
of
like
Heroes was specifically an MMORPG. Freedom
okay,
Force,
okay,
you could join up with your friends online, but nah, it was like a single player, more like Neverwinter Nights kind of deal.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, I fucking love
which
Freedom
is
Force.
also a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, Neverwinter Nights 2 took a ton of my time, and there was a crazy mod community for that too. You remember Tony Troskowski, Zan? He's like one of the big neckbeard guys. Anyway, he ran like the Menza Bronzen mod server for
Ah,
Neverwinter 2, and yeah, they just recreated all of it, which is what?
witchcraft.
Now it's gone. Like tears in the rain.
Oh, so eloquent, so sad.
Mm.
Okay.
What's his name's last line in Blade Runner? Roy. Okay, well, I think we did it. Although
Yep.
not without. Still, yeah, I'm so mad that I didn't have this figured out already. I thought I had it figured out.
We'll get it.
Yeah, I know.
And by we, I mean you.
Yeah, we believe in you.
We're moral support.
Yeah. I mean, if you need us to look at stuff we like or test with you, I'm fine with it. Just to let me know.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack.
I don't know
all your
anything
shit,
about a thing.
so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together.
Yeah, I can hear
get
that,
your
too.
shit together.
That's a long one. I gotta find a short one.
Wait, are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live. I think I haven't hit the button to stop.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see everybody in 2 weeks, and I'll start putting stuff on the YouTube before the end of this month. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.